It's around 2000 BC, and the promise God made to Abraham seems like a distant memory. Years ago, the Lord told Abraham he would become the father of many nations, that his name would be great, and that he would be blessed beyond measure. But as time passed, these promises remained unfulfilled. Abraham and his wife Sarah are now well advanced in years, their bodies worn by age. Sarah, once vibrant and full of life, is barren, unable to bear children. Everything in their lives appears to be going wrong, hope slipping away with each passing day. But then, in a moment that would change everything, an angel appears to Abraham. With eyes shining and voice filled with divine authority, the celestial messenger delivers news that seems too good to be true. "Abraham," the angel says, "your wife Sarah will bear you a son." The words hang in the air, heavy with promise and possibility. Abraham's face, etched with lines of age and worry, suddenly transforms. His eyes widen, darting from the angel to his elderly wife and back again. "Will I really have a son?" he asks, his voice a mixture of hope and disbelief. "Will it actually happen?" The angel, radiating heavenly assurance, simply nods and vanishes from sight. The news spreads through Abraham and Sarah's household like wildfire. Laughter, once a stranger to their home, now fills the air. They embrace tears of joy streaming down their faces. "Is anything too hard for the Lord?" they exclaim, their hearts overflowing with gratitude. "Even when we are old, when our bodies are as good as dead, we will still have a son." In this moment of pure joy, Abraham gives his wife a new name, Sarah, meaning princess, a testament to the laughter and hope that has been restored to their lives. Months pass, and true to God's word, Sarah gives birth to a son. They name him Isaac, which means laughter, a constant reminder of the joy and disbelief they felt when they first heard the news. Abraham and Sarah dote on their miracle child, watching him grow with wonder and love. Their lives, once marked by waiting and disappointment, are now filled with the laughter and energy of their young son. But God's plan for Abraham and Isaac was far from complete. One day, when Isaac has grown into a young man, God speaks to Abraham in a vision. The words he utters shake Abraham to his core. "Take your son, your only son whom you love, Isaac, and go to the region of Moriah. Sacrifice him there as a burnt offering on a mountain I will show you." Abraham's mind reels, his heart pounding in his chest. How could God ask this of him? This was the son of promise, the miracle child he and Sarah had waited so long for. It doesn't make sense. Yet, despite the turmoil in his heart, Abraham's faith remains unshaken. He knows that God is faithful, that his ways are higher than human understanding. With heavy steps and a heavier heart, Abraham prepares for the journey. He loads his donkey with wood for the burnt offering, takes 2 of his servants and his son Isaac, and sets out for the place God had told him about. The journey is long and filled with unspoken tension. Isaac, innocent and trusting, walks alongside his father, unaware of the burden Abraham carries. On the 3rd day, Abraham looks up and sees the place in the distance. With a voice that betrays none of his inner turmoil, he says to his servants, "Stay here with the donkey while I and the boy go over there. We will worship, and then we will come back to you." Abraham takes the wood for the burnt offering and places it on his son Isaac. He himself carries the fire and the knife. As they walk on together, Isaac breaks the silence. "Father," he says, his young voice filled with curiosity. "Yes, my son," Abraham replies, his heart constricting. "The fire and wood are here," Isaac continues, "but where is the lamb for the burnt offering?" Abraham's response is a testament to his faith. Even in this moment of extreme testing, God himself will provide the lamb for the burnt offering. "My son," they reach the place God had told Abraham about. With trembling hands, Abraham builds an altar there and arranges the wood on it. Then he binds his son Isaac and lays him on the altar on top of the wood. The moment is fraught with tension, the air heavy with the weight of what is about to happen. Abraham reaches out his hand and takes the knife to slay his son. But at that very moment, the angel of the Lord calls out to him from heaven. "Abraham, Abraham." "Here I am," he replies, his hand frozen in midair. "Do not lay a hand on the boy," the angel says. "Do not do anything to him. Now I know that you fear God, because you have not withheld from me your son, your only son." Abraham looks up, and there in a thicket he sees a ram caught by its horns. He goes over and takes the ram and sacrifices it as a burnt offering instead of his son. The relief that washes over him is palpable, his faith rewarded in this moment of divine intervention. The Lord speaks to Abraham once more, reaffirming his covenant. "I swear by myself, declares the Lord, that because you have done this, and have not withheld your son, your only son, I will surely bless you, and make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky, and as the sand on the seashore. Your descendants will take possession of the cities of their enemies, and through your offspring all nations on earth will be blessed, because you have obeyed me." As Abraham and Isaac make their way back down the mountain, their relationship forever changed by this experience. The magnitude of what has transpired begins to sink in. Abraham's faith, tested to the extreme, has proven unshakable. And in this test, both father and son have glimpsed the depths of God's love and the heights of his provision. This story of Abraham and Isaac, a tale of faith tested to the extreme, echoes through the ages. It speaks of a trust so profound that it defies human understanding, a willingness to give up everything for the sake of obedience to God, and ultimately, it points to a greater sacrifice to come, one where God himself would provide the lamb, his own son, for the sake of all humanity. As the sun sets on Moriah, casting long shadows across the land, Abraham and Isaac walk side by side, their steps lighter, their bond stronger. They carry with them not just the memory of a test past, but a deeper understanding of the God they serve, a God who provides, who keeps his promises, and whose love knows no bounds. And in the quiet of the evening, as they make their way home to Sarah, the air is filled once more with the sound of laughter, a testament to the joy that comes from trusting in the Lord, even in the face of the impossible.